Life is full of risks, but are you taking too much risk with your money or not enough risk? Hey, I'm Wes Wood, the income guy and founder and president of Wood Financial Group. And for nearly 20 years, I specialize in helping hardworking Tennesseans just like you reach their retirement goals through income-based financial strategies. And if you're looking for the right solutions to achieve your own financial goals, I can help. Just reach out to me at retiretv.com or by calling 615-826-5749 during today's show or at any time. You know, some people enjoy taking risks, while others not so much. But even if you're a risk taker by nature, there's a lot more to consider when it comes to determining your financial risk tolerance. Get it wrong and you end up carrying on too much risk in your retirement plan, or maybe too little. So today, we're going to help you answer the question, what's my risk tolerance? We're going to cover what is risk tolerance and what determines it, different types of risk tolerance and how they relate to investing for income, and the dangers of ignoring risk tolerance. And joining me on this week's show is David Scranton. David is an investing for income specialist with over 30 years of experience. He's also a best-selling author and a television host. But before we get to Dave, let's cover some of the basics of risk tolerance. So basically, risk tolerance is just what it sounds like. What it is a measure of how much risk you can naturally tolerate. Some people are risk takers by nature. Others instinctively try to avoid risk at all costs. In terms of your finances, risk tolerance relates to your ability to withstand losses. For an example, say you're investing for growth in the stock market and one of the big corrections occurs. How much portfolio shrinkage can you handle before you panic or before it affects your quality of life? And knowing your risk tolerance is obviously important when it comes to determining how aggressive or how conservative you want to be with your financial strategy. If your risk tolerance is high, chances are you invest more aggressively. However, if your risk tolerance is low, you're going to invest more conservatively. On the other hand, it's not that simple for two reasons. One, your risk tolerance changes. Number two, your natural affinity for risk is only one determining factor. Others include the following. First, your age and stage of life. If you're in your 30s and 40s, you might be willing to take on more risk than you're naturally comfortable with. However, if you're in your mid-60s, you might take less risk than you instinctively want to. Second, your retirement timeline. Let's say you're 60 and plan to retire in 5 years. You might want to start getting more conservative now based on that timeline. But if you're 60 and don't plan to retire for 10 years, you might want to remain a little more aggressive for a while. The third factor is the size of your nest egg. For example, if you have $4 million saved up, you might feel you can afford to take a bit more risk than somebody who has, let's say, less than $1 million. And fourth, your retirement goals also play an important role in determining your risk tolerance. And I'm going to talk more about that in just a moment with Dave Scranton. But right now, you can learn more by reading my timely report, 7 Risks to Your Retirement. It comes with your free retirement income kit, and you can get that by visiting retiretv.com or by calling 615-826-5749. But now, let's welcome David Scranton. He is the founder of Sound Income Strategies and the Retirement Income Store. Hey Dave, thanks for joining me again today.
Wes, glad to be here, and I'm glad you got the memo that today is the white shirt and blue blazer day.
Because that's right. You're looking good.
Yeah, I'd hate it on the two-shot on the screen if we look different, right?
Right.
We look different anyway, at least we're dressed the same. But, you know, it's funny because this concept of time horizon, I know you say age, but to me it's mostly time horizon that determines your risk tolerance, not so much your age, it's the amount of time between now and your financial goal. But I don't think it's as obvious to a lot of your viewers necessarily as it is to us. So I thought you might want to expound on that a little bit.
Yeah, well, some people have the natural instinct to take on quite a bit of risk in their portfolio, but that can be dangerous for somebody that maybe is within just a few years of retirement. Because let's just say there is another major market correction. And as we saw in the crash of 2000 and 2007, those corrections can sometimes last anywhere from 6 to 7 years or so. So that could really upend somebody's retirement plan if they're that close to the retirement finish line. Whereas somebody that's in their 20s, 30s, and maybe even early 40s, they can probably take on a little bit more risk, maybe a little bit more risk than they're comfortable with, because their time horizon is much longer, because they do have time to recover from one of the big crashes. Although, seeing their portfolio get cut in half for somebody that's 20 or 30 may not be something they enjoy watching, but at least they will have time for the market to rebound as they're still contributing to their retirement programs, because they're not even planning on using any of that money for perhaps another 25, 30, or 40 years or so.
One of the myths, Wes, that I hear all the time is, well, gee, my nest egg's big enough, I saved enough money that I can afford to take more risk. It's not a big deal because I can afford to lose more. But that's not the whole story either, right? That's not always true. In fact, it might often not be true.
Yeah, that could just be part of the story. Oftentimes it's not true. Maybe somebody that has a very small nest egg, for instance, should take on more risk to try to grow it, because they need to make more money on their money to hit their financial goals. Whereas somebody that has a huge nest or very large nest egg, for them to just take on a bunch of risk just for the sake of taking risks may not necessarily make sense. Matter of fact, I've seen people that have large nest eggs, and it's a good idea for them to take on, matter of fact, less risk to protect what they have, to ensure that their financial goals are going to be met. So just because size of nest egg comes into play, that doesn't necessarily define what risk tolerance should be.
The other myth I hear all the time is people who say, well, yeah, investing for income is for people who are really conservative. I've always been more of a risk taker. I'm more aggressive. That's for conservative people. I don't need to be doing that. But that's definitely not true, right?
That's correct. There's a misconception of moving from growth to income. You're giving up returns. And that, quite frankly, cannot be any further from the truth. Going from growth to income is just another way to make a return on your money. And somebody that's okay with some additional risk may want to invest in some things that generate quite a lot of income in more of a moderate way, like BDCs, business development corporations, or real estate investment trust, or even dividend value stocks. So people that do have a comfort level with taking on more risk may be able to invest for income, get a great return on their money, and just by moving from the growth to the income. But but Dave, hey, stay with us, and we're going to talk more in just a bit. But coming up after the break, I'll talk more about the different risk tolerance levels, how it relates specifically to investing for income. I'm Wes Wood, the Income Guy, and you're watching the Retirement Income Show.
A fiduciary is someone legally obligated to act in your best interest. Doctors, lawyers, and some financial advisors are fiduciaries, but not all. When you work with Wes Wood and his team at Wood Financial Group, you are working with fiduciaries. They help clients create customized investment portfolios based off their retirement goals. If you're ready to work with a fiduciary, visit retiretv.com and schedule a free, no-obligation conversation with Wes or a Wood Financial Group advisor.
Hi, I'm Wesley Wood, host of the Retirement Income Show, and I'm founder and president of Wood Financial Group. And we're a local independent financial services company that specializes in creating custom retirement solutions tailored to meet your